What if I should just spam Comet this time? We'll keep to the strategy here. How about that Fantasian getting a full release? That's still pretty wild. I have very fond memories of 100%ing Spyro and getting the super breath at the end. And just running around blasting everything with the super breath. It felt like such a cool reward. Such a fitting reward for 100%ing the game. Yeah. And now the speedrun grabs it early by glitching into the room, and then they do like half the speedrun with the super flame, which is hilarious. Trying to think of other super rewards you get. There's a lot of examples of like cool rewards you get for getting everything in a game, but I'm thinking like super rewards, like, you know, sandbox, you did everything, now just destroy the game types of rewards, like Knights of the Round. I think Resident Evil 5, and maybe some of the other ones, but I think Resident Evil 5 has the infinite ammo rocket launcher when you do everything, right? Or when you do a certain thing. The rhinos, oh man. Some more than others, but I think the Rhino 2 specifically just absolutely melted every boss in the game. That's such a great example. I forgot about the Rhino. That was one of my favorite things to mess around with. Remember what the super boss in Legend of Legaia gives you. I feel like it gives you something really cool, but I forget what it is. Yeah, definitely a pet rock. You know another reason that I think games kind of quit doing that? DLC. Imagine if, like, The Witcher 3, at the end of The Witcher 3, you get some, like, super mega ultra sword that one-shots everything. Now they can't sell DLC for the next 7 years. You know? A lot of games, like, are banking on the idea of potential DLC for the future, so they don't want to, like, shoot their shot too early, you know? Final Fantasy XVI kind of had the reverse problem. Well, equipment doesn't even matter in 16, but you work so hard to get the best equipment in Final Fantasy XVI, and then you play the DLC, and the first iron sword you pick up is stronger than the Ultima weapon of the base game. Because they had to keep inflating the numbers. So you walk into the DLC and, like, the first chest you open has some, like, armor that's better than the best armor of the base game. Now, of course, it's Final Fantasy 16, so it's better by, like, 2 HP, but still, it's better. One village? Crater. I both like and dislike that, Delago. One of my biggest complaints about Bloodborne is the fact that, like, the weapons don't... You never really get the feeling of getting, like, better weapons. Instead, all the weapons are balanced, which is, like, a good and bad thing. It's cool that, like, every weapon in the game is viable, but it sucks that, like, I beat the entire game with the same weapon. Because the first weapon I tried ended up being my favorite weapon. So I just stuck with it the whole game. But that's kind of a me problem. Yeah, no, it's cool that, like, every weapon is viable. Like, if you pick up a weapon that you like aesthetically, you can make it work. You can kill every boss in the game with that weapon. Which is cool. But maybe not very Souls-like. I feel like part of the fun of Souls is finding new weapons that are stronger than the one you have. Not necessarily being like a balanced experience in that way. I don't know. Even like Dark Souls 2, it felt like once you got past the iron swords and crossbows and stuff and got into like the main weapons, they were pretty much all viable. Definitely felt that way about Elden Ring. Elden Ring felt like the first couple weapons sucked, and then everything else you found you could take to the end of the game if you wanted. If you built around it, you could make it work. So I guess that is kind of a staple of most Souls games. But, like, Bloodborne kind of takes it too far, I think. Legitimately, like, the starting weapons will just get you through the whole game. And it doesn't feel like finding weapons is ever very exciting for me. But I think that was more of a me problem. I didn't feel... I wasn't in an experimenting mood. Because I know Bloodborne has some crazy weapons. Has some, like, crazy machine guns and just, like, nutty weapons, but I just stuck to the one I had. Can you attack the guy with the sword, please? Thank you. 420 blaze it. I gave Cloud cover, but he isn't physical attacking. And when he is physical attacking, Cloud isn't covering it. Thanks, General. Have a great weekend, man. Alright, this is... over it. Update to the game. How about a remaster? Do we know yet why they haven't remastered Bloodborne? Is there any understanding as to why they have not remastered Bloodborne? Like, do they hate money or what? That's gotta be like the easiest debut in investor history. A Bloodborne remaster. Regardless of what you think of the game, that is like the easiest bag of money ever. I have no idea why they haven't done it yet. And he's out of MP. Bloodborne is the best Souls game? I don't think so. But I also understand the argument for people that think it is. It's definitely one of the most loved. What's my pick? I would say either Elden Ring or Dark Souls 2. But I don't think Dark Souls 2 is a very popular choice. Dark Souls 2 has a Final Fantasy VIII thing going on with it. People either say it's the worst one or the best one, and everyone else is idiots. From what I've heard. It's definitely the Final Fantasy VIII. So, for that reason, I'd probably say Elden Ring. Because Dark Souls 2 is both loved and hated. But I personally thought Dark Souls 2 was great. What am I doing? Can Elden Ring be the best if it's also the easiest? I mean, there's nothing saying they have to be hard. Only the most brain-dead IGN reviewer is going to say that Dark Souls is good because it's hard. Being hard is part of what makes it good, but it's not good because it's hard. Yeah, and the reason that Elden Ring is the easiest isn't... like... The reason it's the easiest is because it gives you so many choices, which is a good reason for it to be easier. If it was just easier, then it would be like, wow, why is it so easy? But it's still hard, it just gives you way more ability to deal with the difficulty. And it sounds like from the DLC, they gave you a million different options and still made, like, the hardest experience yet. So that's really impressive. Maybe a bit too hard, but jury's still out on that. How's it going, Bander? My sister is going to pre-service training for adoption in Ohio. Do you have any advice I can pass to her? I'll have to think about that. I'd definitely be happy to chat with her if she has any questions about stuff, but in terms of, like, overarching advice, I'd have to think about that. Okay, we're gonna give you... We're gonna get rid of command counter. We're gonna give you enemy skill, and we're gonna make sure that you are the one that kills. And then... you can just have some... strength stuff. Wow, break gives, like... break and tornado give a bunch of strength instead of magic. Interesting. Did that say no steal or can't steal? Ouch. Yeah, feel free. Would love to help in any way I can. Whoa, he gets reset to 50k. Sorry for all the coughing. It's like something stuck in my throat. This fight's actually a big fight now instead of just the finale. Cloud's dead. My eyes! Astro! Thank you for the 46. Thank you, thank you. I really hope we get either the ultimate weapon or just something good for Cloud out of this. Ooh, I wanted to try Virus. Forgot about that. I wonder if I should mine this. Guess it depends on what he does. Reward? Nothing. Holy damage! I did more damage than Bahamut. Oh yeah, we're mining that. He's really strong in this mod. I mean, he's really strong in general, but he's really strong in this mod. He's always been really strong, it's just by the time you get him, you have everything else at your disposal. Yeah, it might be the wind factor because he's flying. Most flying stuff is weak against wind. I don't remember when we sensed him if it said he was weak against wind. That might be why. Aerith to do the final hit. I also probably want to throw up End Barrier. Holy damage. Don't die. Nice. Wait, she died. What? How did she die? What did I miss? Hey, we got it. What did I miss? How did she die? Does it have it must have a death effect. We still learned it though. Yep. Base 105 and it's question marks. So question marks just must be the version of hidden in this. You just kind of gave it a name. Forgot to try virus. See what this bad boy does. Magic, Spirit, Vitality, and Luck plus 25. Still empowered by HP. Has 0 attack. 110 attack percent. Full materia. So because it has 0 attack, I don't know if that means like it's even worse than OG Ultima, or he changed like the percentage to be higher. If he didn't change the percentage, then this thing's going to be absolute dog water. But I'm guessing he changed the percentage because there's no shot. I mean, that's some damage. It's also critting every hit. Dude, that's crazy. 2,500 when he has 0 attack value. What is the... This has got to be, like, insane. This has got to be, like... Yeah, you're missing out on 40 attack. This has got to be like times 10 at full health or something. Because this is like absurd. I have 40 more attack now than I did with that weapon. And I do 1,300 versus like 2,000 something. So that multiplier is huge. Now here's the question though. How bad does the multiplier get? Because in OG, it gets real bad. And given that it has 0 attack value, it could be even worse here. Oh, he's gonna not take damage to that. Oh, he did. You miss everything. You guys get chilly. Oh god, it's already so bad. Oh no. Oh no. It's getting worse. I really like the stat boosts it gives, though. Oh my god, a crit did 400 damage. Oof. Yeah. So, it has the same problem as OG, but... I mean... I don't know if it's like... I don't know if it's worse or just pretty much as bad, but regardless, yeah. Still has the same issue. It's totally awful if you're not at full health. Okay, so either way, we can actually deal damage with attacks now with Cloud, so he's actually a character now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to actually load... that other save real quick. I want to see how much damage Virus does. I'm just curious if it's like better than Comet. It should be. I mean, it very much depends on the defense of the enemy, but... Yeah, let's just run the gauntlet today. The cutscene will take longer than we have left of the stream. Okay, so Comet does... 2,800. Virus does 3,300. So, pretty dang good. But, it's crazy that Comet does 2,800 just from ignoring defense. Because its base is only like 24. It's like really weak. But this is still way better. Still doing 4,500 and some change. So. Cool. Well. I think that's all for today. I'm very excited to actually use Cloud for some stuff now. Also, Cloud is like big tank. Look at him. Give him the Zydric, he's gonna go to town. Look at his stats. He's gonna be fun to use in the battle arena. Give him the Zydric. Give him enemy skill. Give him mine. It's gonna be gaming. We don't have, we don't have 2x cut yet, right? But we have Death Blow added cut. And we have 2 counterattacks, and we have command counter mime. And we have magic counter. We could give him magic counter cure, counterattack, command counter mime, death blow added cut. And he would just be an absolute menace. And we could defend, so he gets his innate counterattacks too. So we would have the potential to death blow added cut for a 2x cut, then get hit and get a counterattack mime, which would be another 2x cut. Then his innate would be a potential another 2x cut or 4x cut, and then his 2 counterattacks would be another 2x cut. And then we could even give him like magic command or magic counter something. Ultra Instinct Cloud incoming. We can give him added effect Hades now. We still don't have a ribbon, but we have added effect Hades. We can give him the Tough Ring, or even give him something like the Power Wrist. Or we do the opposite and we stack him with magic and then W summon when we get to that impossible part of the fight. No, it actually comes from the Zack fight, which you can lose the Zack fight and still get Omni Slash, but I want to beat it to see what happens. But just doing the Zack fight, even if you fail it, you get Omni Slash. So we could have had Omni Slash this entire time, but that would have been really OP, so I'm glad I didn't do that. Although, to be fair, I've been spamming Meteor Rain, and Meteor Rain is a lot worse than Omni Slash, but still really strong. Like, really, really strong. I never realized how good Meteor Rain was until I did the in-depth look at Cloud. And I realized that, like, Meteor Rain is better than some of the other ultimate limits. Like, I forget, I think it was, like, better than, maybe not the ultimate limits, but I think it was better than something crazy. Maybe it was, maybe it was Barrett's ultimate limit it was better than, something like that, but it's insane, it's, like, crazy good. It's crazy strong. Obviously, it's better than, like, all the single hit limits if you're doing a lot of damage, but even just, like, even if you're not, I think that's what it was. I think it was because, like, normally all the multi-hit limits are better than the single hit limits if you're doing more than 9s. But I think Meteor Rain is actually better than some of the single hit ultimate limits, like, just by damage calculation. So even if you're not doing 9s, its calculation is higher than, like, Cosmo Memory or something, which is wild. Most attacks aren't stronger than All Creation. All Creation's really powerful, but yeah, it's just, like, wildly overtuned. That's why there's a lot of challenge runs that get Meteor Rain early. There's, like, Limit Break only and some of the other, like, really crazy hard challenge runs get Meteor Rain before they fight Airbuster, and Meteor Rain carries them through, like, the whole early game. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, almost better than Catastrophe. That's crazy that it's almost stronger than Catastrophe. Because it's not even his, you know, it's level 3 first one, you know? And it's almost better than Barrett's ultimate. And not to mention, you know, on top of all that, it's Cloud. It's a limit that's on Cloud, which automatically makes it better than all creation. Because Cloud is stronger than Yuffie. I mean, unless you get the Conformer early. But, like, you know, most of the time, Cloud's doing more damage than Yuffie. So on top of that, just the fact that Meteor Rain is on Cloud makes it even better. Hunger Max is only better than Catastrophe if you're doing a lot of damage. We're talking just like straight damage calculation. Damage calculation wise, it's not better. But once you start doing super damage, then more hits is always going to be better. Anyways, that'll be it for New Threat 2.0. I'm a little mixed on Midgar Raid, to be honest. If I'm giving like honest feedback. Most of the Midgar Raid bosses were just kind of normal. The Hojo fight was really cool. How he was like Hojo Genova mix, and that model was like really well made. But the Proud Claude fight just felt like Proud Claude Jr. It wasn't as long, which I definitely appreciate, but it could have been cooler. It could have been like some kind of bigger gimmick to it. Instead, it was just an easier Proud Claude fight, which again, I do appreciate because I hate that fight, but could have been something else going on. I think the gimmick was just that you had to kill the armor first, whereas in the original, you don't even have to worry about the armor. It's just there as a distraction. Yeah, like the Turks were pretty much just normal, just buffed stats it seemed, and that I don't even know if it's buff stats from the mod or just buff stats because I'm on hard mode. And then it was great fighting, doing the diorama again. But he seemed easier too, but that's probably for the best because he was stupid in the original, hence the memes. But yeah, maybe there could have been more going on with the Midgar Raid. Midgar Raid was just kind of normal. Just kind of the normal thing with Midgar Raid. Not to mention, we don't get debut item, we don't get Barrett's ultimate weapon, we don't get the misstyle. So really, we didn't like get much from the Midgar Raid. Oh, and we didn't get Kate Sith's ultimate weapon. So we took out Kate Sith's ultimate weapon, Barrett's ultimate weapon, debut item, and the misstyle. But we didn't really like gain anything to like I guess, fill the void. Instead, we got, like, a potion and a sense materia, like it was all memes. Which, I love memes, but it would have been nice to get something cool instead of those things. Instead, we just got nothing. But at this point, we're so strong that giving us more stuff only makes it easier, you know? So I guess it's kind of danged if you do, danged if you don't, because if we get something really good in Midgar Raid, now we're just even more of a higher power level. So I get it, but would have been nice to get something cool instead of just get memed on the whole time and then, you know, moving on. You know what would have been really nice to get in the Midgar Raid? It would have been nice to get the Conformer. Because at this point, the Conformer isn't, like, busted anymore, but it would help with the morphing, because this mod is so, like, heavy set on morphing all the time. And we're still, like, Morph never got stronger. We're still doing, like, 0 damage with Morph. So that would have been a cool thing to get. Like, maybe instead of debut item, you get the Conformer. So if you take the extra time to go all the way down that hallway, then you get a little shortcut for morphing. That would have been maybe nice. And for the love of God, give me something for beating the diorama boss. Like, give me a hero drink, something, I don't know. Just something cool instead of literally nothing. But that's the meme. Gotta appreciate the meme. And we did get the classic hero drink too. I still have to try that. I have a feeling I'm gonna throw it and it's gonna like auto kill me or something. Did we get a lot of AP for that fight? I guess that's fair. You get a lot of AP for all the bosses we beat today had like insane AP. It felt like all the materia throughout the entire mod took forever to level up. Like nothing was giving me any AP, and I was stuck with like Bolt 1 for so long. And then at the end of the game, everything gives so much AP that everything's like finally going up levels. So I don't know if that was on purpose. Probably on purpose. Yeah. So once you get here, you don't have to grind anymore because you're already at the end. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like once you get to the end, you don't have to grind, but there's no ability. The ability to grind is hindered a bunch at the beginning, so you can't get too overpowered. Which is something that I think if this were a normal game, I wouldn't like, but because it's a mod, it makes a lot of sense. Alright, well, I look forward to next week. We will delve into the final dungeon and complete the game, and then we'll work on all the post-game. Gotta say goodbye to YouTube. YouTube, thank you so much for watching New Threat 2.0. What an amazing playthrough it's been so far, and I've really appreciated all the support and all the kind words from everyone, and everyone that has come over to say hi from YouTube, and I really appreciate all of you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks to anyone that gave any super comments, donations, or just any comments at all, or just been watching the series. It really means a lot to me. So thank you. We will see you in the next episodes of Let's Play New Threat 2.0. We'll see you there. Peace.